Caitlin Clark has taken the basketball world by storm. There's no doubt about it.
Girls hating on Caitlin Clark. Y'all petty girls.
It's going to be great for her because she's a great talent. She seems like a great gal.
She can shoot it better than me.
While widespread admiration for this future superstar is expected, some skepticism seems completely unfounded. Her exceptional shot selection, court vision, and dominance have made her one of the most well-known athletes in global basketball. And she hasn't even gone pro yet. Despite being regarded as a player with generational potential, some of her professional peers seem to hold a different opinion. Think back to when the Cavaliers were considering drafting LeBron. They made comments like, "We already have better players in his position on our team," and "His potential is sky high, but he'll just be an addition to what we need."
We have better players than him in his position already on our team, though. His potential is probably, the sky's the limit for him, though.
Similar sentiments appear to be surrounding Caitlin Clark, but on an even larger scale. It's not just envious teammates doubting one of the best prospects in sports history. An entire league seems to be doing it. However, this skepticism is simply part of the process of growth for a player who is likely to redefine professional women's basketball. The recent NCAA final between Iowa and South Carolina became the most watched women's basketball game ever, drawing nearly 19 million viewers on average and peaking at 24.1 million in the final moments. Although Caitlin fell short of securing the NCAA championship against an undefeated team, her electrifying play style put women's sports in the spotlight like never before. And what did one of the WNBA's greatest players of all time have to say? Diana Taurasi, a legend in her own right, remarked, "Reality is coming. There are levels to this." She pointed out that while Clark might look extraordinary against younger opponents, she will face seasoned professionals in the WNBA.
Reality is coming.
Okay.
There's levels to this thing, and that's just life. We all went through it.
Of course.
And you see it on the NBA side, and you're going to see it on this side, where you look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're going to come with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time. Not saying that it's not going to translate, because when you're great at what you do, you're just going to get better. But there is going to be a transition period where you're going to have to give yourself some grace as a rookie, and it might take a little bit longer for some people.
Taurasi's words, rather than encouraging Clark to rise to the challenge, seemed dismissive of her potential impact. Is this skepticism fueled by fear of being overshadowed or simple envy? Taurasi isn't alone. Many former players have expressed concerns that Clark's rapid rise might overshadow their own contributions to women's basketball. Some have even criticized calls made in favor of Clark's team.
I believe I said in different rules, that's a terrible call.
Calling them questionable despite clear rule enforcement. Adding to the drama, the Big Three League, founded by Ice Cube, offered Clark a staggering $5 million to join, a sum nearly 20 times the WNBA's highest annual salary of $242,000. This unprecedented offer sparked criticism from WNBA players like Lexi Brown, who argued that such deals undermine the league's progress and recognition.
For us to get just constantly shit on, you can't even acknowledge the growth and how amazing the WNBA is doing because shit like this happens.
Brown expressed frustration that opportunities like this often ignore the contributions of existing WNBA players. Criticism also came from Breanna Stewart, who believes Clark needs a championship to cement her legacy. Stewart, a four-time NCAA champion herself, implied that Clark's record-breaking performances aren't enough without a title. While records are important, Stewart argued that championships define greatness in college basketball. Even Cheryl Swoops, a WNBA icon, questioned the legitimacy of Clark's records, arguing that extended eligibility due to COVID-19 gave her an unfair advantage.
Well, Caitlin should have broke that record in 4 years. But because there's a COVID year and then there's another year, you know what I mean? So she's already had an extra year to break that record.
However, Clark played only the standard 4 years and broke records in fewer games than her predecessors. Despite this, Swoops claimed that the extra year created an uneven playing field and downplayed Clark's accomplishments.
Oh, I'm gonna say this, and then I wanna be done with this whole conversation. So for people to come at me and say that I made those comments because I'm a racist, first of all, black people can't be racist, but that's the farthest thing from my mind.
Despite these critiques, NBA legends have been far more supportive. Shaquille O'Neal called Clark the best female collegiate player ever. Steph Curry praised her shooting style, comparing it to his own. Luka Doncic even suggested she might shoot better than him.
Saw somebody break down the release time, which is pretty much identical to mine. And then her just confidence, you can't help but watch when she plays, where she's shooting from, the range, the confidence, the flair. Like, she's a performer. It's crazy though, just because her shot it's like that, it's at that level.
LeBron James and other NBA stars have also voiced their admiration, highlighting Clark's influence on the sport. Why is it that NBA players readily acknowledge Clark's greatness, while WNBA figures struggle to do the same? The answer might lie in the history and maturity of the leagues. The NBA has seen generations of transformative players and understands their importance. In contrast, the WNBA is still establishing its identity and may struggle to embrace a player with the potential to redefine it. The NBA has gone through multiple generational shifts, from Michael Jordan to Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, and LeBron James. Each new wave of talent has been embraced as a necessary evolution of the game. NBA players understand that new talent drives interest, increases revenue, and pushes the sport forward. On the other hand, the WNBA, still relatively young, hasn't experienced the same level of turnover and stardom. Many WNBA veterans have spent years fighting for recognition and financial stability. When a new star like Clark comes along, some might feel that their contributions are being overshadowed or undervalued. Furthermore, the media attention surrounding Clark has highlighted disparities within women's basketball. While her arrival promises increased exposure, sponsorship deals, and potentially higher salaries, veteran players worry that the league's long-standing challenges, such as viewership consistency and financial sustainability, may not improve overnight. Regardless of the skepticism, time will prove that Caitlin Clark is a generational talent capable of elevating women's basketball to new heights. Her unique skill set, charisma, and marketability have already drawn unprecedented attention to the sport. Whether in the WNBA, overseas, or alternative leagues like the BIG3, Clark's influence is undeniable. Clark's impact extends beyond the court. Young girls around the world now see her as a role model, inspiring a new generation of female athletes to pursue basketball with passion and determination. Her social media presence, sponsorship deals, and marketability position her as one of the most influential athletes of her time. Ultimately, women's basketball stands at a crossroads. Embracing a talent like Caitlin Clark could lead to significant growth, new fans, and increased investment in the sport. The challenge for the WNBA and its players is to recognize this opportunity and support the next wave of stars without feeling threatened. As Clark continues to evolve, so too must the WNBA. The league must work to retain rising stars, offer competitive salaries, and expand its reach to ensure long-term success. The conversation surrounding Clark should not be about whether she belongs, but rather how the league can best leverage her presence to grow the sport. That's it for this video. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.